What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I am super excited to fucking explain to you guys what we're doing today. Now, before I get into it, if you guys are new here, my name is Lauren. This is Calvin.
Yo.
You're watching Lauren Vlogs. We're starring Calvin today.
Good,
that's right.
Good.
And so, if you guys do enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up, and I encourage you to go check out some of my other videos. And if you enjoy those videos, consider subscribing to show your support for the channel. I want to thank you guys for 108 subscribers.
Hey,
so,
big stuff, yo. Big
yes,
stuff.
sir,
big
man.
Stuff.
So
Big stuff.
we're going to be doing a podcast today where we just talk about a range of different things. We found some shit on Reddit. You guys are probably familiar with the "Am I the Asshole" post.
Yeah,
so we're
no
gonna,
cap.
that's right, read the titles and read what the people have submitted and chat about it and give our opinion. So he found a few and I have a few, so we're gonna let Calvin start it off.
Oh, wow.
Now, before we get into it, man, introduce yourself, plug whatever you gotta plug, man.
Alright, you already know, man. It's Calvin, aka Anarxhy. You feel what I'm saying? I make music. I got a lot of stuff out there, bro. Go check me. I'm everywhere. Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon Music. Anywhere you want to find me, I'm there, yo. For real. Anarxhy, Anarxhy, because somebody took the one with the C, bro. For real.
I think the X is cooler.
Yeah, I mean, the X go hard, though, because then I can throw the X into, like, some content shit if I decide to do that. You feel me?
That's right.
Yeah, most
Yeah. Now, last thing I will say before we get started is if you guys want to keep up with me when I'm not posting on YouTube, you can follow me on the gram. It's on the screen right there. I post a lot of random shit on my profile, on my story. So if you want to see me doing dumbass shit, like yesterday, I just broke a plate. You guys could have seen me break a plate on Instagram. And of course, it was on accident. So if you want to see shit like that, make sure you follow me. So it'll be down below and on the screen. So, all right, let's get into it, man.
For sure, man. So, start with my story. This one kind of wicked, bro. I read the title a little bit, and I read down a little bit in the story, but I ain't do too much reading because I wanted to be fresh for me, too.
Same.
You feel what I'm
I just
saying?
read the titles on mine.
Yeah.
That's it.
Have you seen this other podcast called Two Hot Takes?
Yes.
They do a lot of
Yes.
Am I the Asshole? I love Two Hot Takes,
Hell
yo.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Shout out to Hot Takes. Yeah, you already know.
There you go. Inspiration right
Invite Lauren on the show. Let her come. Let her come. You
Let
feel
Calvin
me?
come
Let
too.
her come.
Let Calvin
let me
come.
come too. What you supposed to say? Let her come,
there.
bro.
I appreciate that.
For sure. But yeah. So starting off, we got Am I the Asshole for kicking my sister out of my wedding?
Oh, hell. Family
First-
drama.
Exactly. First off, sorry for the formatting as I'm on mobile. So, a little backstory before we get into the main issue. My fiance, female 29, and I, male 34, have been engaged for a little over 2 years and are getting married next month. Combined, we make about $170,000 a year. We decided on a place that is perfect for us to get married at and never expected anyone to help because one, we choose a place that fits our budget, and two, it's ultimately our day and what we want. So we planned on paying for it ourselves. Now, my fiance's parents make more than my family does. Golly, this is a lot. I ain't even gonna lie, this is a long ass story.
Oh my God.
She going in. But my fiance's parents offered to help in any way that they can and have paid for stuff without us even asking. They paid for our bridal shower, which included the gifts, the food, and the rental spot. They also paid for her dress, which was about $1,000. Hey,
Whoa.
parents got it like that. My
That's
parents
crazy.
volunteered to pay for the rehearsal dinner and the dessert. We choose a place for the dessert and give my parents a price. We choose to do cupcakes and just a little 2-tier cake for a popular bakery called Everything Bun. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. It's BUNDT. I don't know how to say that.
It's all good, bro.
Cakes.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to them, no cap. Well, when we went to the place, the order, we found out that the buntons are really small and decided maybe we should double the order. I called my mom and she confirmed it was okay, even though the price was double. I asked her if she was sure because they were planning a trip to Mexico at the time and my dad was working a second job to be able to afford it. I told my mom I don't care if she wanted to do something else because of the price change, but she reassured me it was fine, so we placed the order and thought that was that. Golly. Now on to the issue. A few days after we placed our order, I get a text from my sister saying we need to talk. Hey, you know back in the day, real quick little sidebar.
Yeah.
Yo, you remember back in the day when we was in school and you get called on to read?
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie, I was one of them kids that used to love that shit. I'm
Bro,
like,
me
yeah,
too.
I'm finna show out on y'all niggas.
Too.
I ain't
Bro,
gonna
same.
I feel so much pressure reading this shit right now, bro.
Little throwback, man.
Oh, me, bro. I ain't
Crazy,
even gonna lie, I
bro.
ain't read in a minute, so if I'm stumbling, that's why. Leave me alone.
Sound
You know
normal
what I'm
to
saying?
me, bro.
Oh, me, I'm trying.
Reading out loud, it can be difficult than reading in your head.
Yeah, no cap. She goes on. Oh wait. Ooh, shit. Now onto the issue. A few days after we placed our order, and I get a text from my sister saying we need to talk. So I texted back asking what was up. She goes on this huge rant saying that I need to stick up for my parents because they work so hard for what they have, and deciding to double the dessert order was bullshit. I tried explaining to her that our parents agreed to it and reassured me it was fine. It wasn't like I told my parents this is what we are doing and you don't have a choice. My sister started calling my fiance a crybaby and me an ungrateful bitch. I told her if she kept it up she would be uninvited to our wedding because I will not put up with the way she is talking to us. She said, fine, take me out because I'm done with you and you won't see your niece ever again. Ooh, shit. She going in.
Jesus Christ.
There was a lot more choice words that were said that I won't get into, but my fiance was upset and crying, and I won't stand for that. I have completely cut my sister off and have not talked to her since. I didn't have a conversation with my dad, and a lot of tears were shed between us. I haven't talked to my mom because she makes excuse after excuse for my sister and as to why she acts the way she does. I have also went low contact with her because I don't want to start any more drama. So I ask if I'm the asshole for going NC with my sister even though she's family. I don't see her being the asshole here.
I don't either. So wait, say why she was mad again?
So the reason that the sister was mad was because the fact that she had to double the price because she doubled up on the amount of cupcakes she got because they were so small. And the parents were completely fine with it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that we don't care about that." You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the sister calls the next day and is bitching, like going in on her, like, "Yeah, why would you double that? Like you're being ungrateful to mom and blah 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 blah." But if the parents agree to it, how is that possible?
Yeah, I don't see the sisters being an asshole.
No, I don't see the OP as being the asshole.
OP.
I don't see.
Yeah.
I see the sister being the asshole. The person that wrote this, I don't see you being an asshole. But I mean, it is very one-sided. Mm-hmm. We do have some edits.
Yeah.
We do have some edits. So you feel what I'm saying? We can dive back into it and understand a little more. But as of right now, I do not see her being the asshole.
See, yeah, and that's the thing is, I tell people that, just because they're your family doesn't mean that you are obligated to like stay in contact with them,
Yeah.
Like that's the thing is like.
Yeah, I definitely feel that.
So I think no, you're not an asshole for cutting your sister off. I mean, I hate the fact that it was over
cold.
fucking.
It's brick as fuck in here.
I got a hoodie on.
It got brick as fuck, bro.
But I feel that breeze on my feet. Like I feel it on my feet.
Yeah.
Like,
it's brick in here, yo.
I think that, if it's your wedding, it's your rules.
Yeah.
Straight up. So I don't think she should have done that. Well, I mean, the parents kind of agreed to it, right? So,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not like it was like she said. She said it perfectly. She said, where is it at? Hold on, give me a second. She said, it wasn't like I told my parents this is what we are doing and you don't have a choice. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not like she forced her parents to do it. She's just like, hey, the price needs a little jump. And they was like, all right, that's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
We need to get some more of it because it's small. Okay.
Right. Yeah, I don't, exactly. I don't think the OP was the asshole here.
All right, so we do got 3 edits. God damn.
Jesus Christ.
She going in. All right, so the first edit, she said, I guess I should clarify that my dad did not pick up a second job just for the wedding. He's been working a second job for a while now on the weekends just for some extra money for anything he wants to do. My mom is a homebody and her number one excuse for not doing anything is money. They did end up going on vacation and had a wonderful time, but my dad uses this money for baseball games, high-end whiskey he likes to drink, gas for motorcycle rides, stuff like that. Edit number 2. A lot of you are saying my dad took a second job to make ends meet, which isn't the case. He had a second job on the weekends driving a limo for extra money, period. She's done playing. He didn't take a second job just to pay for desserts for a wedding. Damn. Yeah. Okay, before I read another edit, we're going to read the first comment, yo.
Yeah.
Okay. First comment says, I believe you might be the asshole because you decided to go NC with your sister and take her out of the wedding. She was also a bridesmaid. We have replaced... Oh, wait, no, this is the OP.
Oh,
I believe I might be the asshole because I decided to go NC on my sister and take her out of my wedding. She was also a bridesmaid, which we have replaced, and she will no longer be invited to the wedding, period.
Shit.
Whoa, she went in at the end right here. I didn't know this.
Oh my gosh.
Sheesh.
So, okay, how much of the wedding were the parents paying for? Just the dessert?
Nah, they were kind of like paying for everything based off of the way the story led up in the beginning.
Oh.
Yeah, all of this in the beginning, like this is telling what the parents started, because they, first off, it does say that the parents offered. The parents offered to help. Nobody forced them. They came up and was like, hey, we're here to help you guys with the expenses to make your day wonderful. Mm-hmm. So what's up? Like, it's not like she was like, hey, I need help. No. They make $170,000 a year. Like, I'm pretty sure they got some bread for a wedding, bro. Like,
yeah, I just feel like maybe he shouldn't have, like, fucking gone no contact. Like, I just feel like...
Yeah, no contact? That was a little deep. Like, that's a little deep to completely not talk to your people.
Yeah, like, I feel like, you know, he has a right to be mad, but then, like, going no contact, kicking the sister out of the damn wedding, like, she's never going to be able to experience that again, right? And the wedding's over, can't experience the wedding again. And I just think the no contact, I think it was just too far, right? Like all of this over cupcakes. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Like, and that's ridiculous.
You did kind of tweak out.
So I think, honestly, man, I'm gonna change my opinion. I think he is the asshole. I think he has the right to be mad. Mm-hmm. But dude, like, that's just ridiculous. So I would label him as the asshole. So we got to give them like an overall. Yeah. So the overall of what we're deciding is, yeah, you're the asshole. You're the asshole, for going no contact. Seriously, that's crazy. Over some damn cupcakes.
Yeah, no cap. Y'all didn't have to go that far with each other over some cupcakes.
Yeah.
Like, it was some cupcakes.
Fucking insane, man. This post is, oh my god, this is ridiculous. Ready? Am I the asshole for asking my brother to pay $30,000 for my engagement ring?
Damn.
What in the fuck? Okay. This is a long story too. You ready?
Mm-hmm. I'm ready. Let's get it.
All right.
God damn.
Right? Phew, damn. What the fuck? All right.
30,000?
That's a down. That's more than a down payment on a fucking house, bro.
No cap. That's man. What, you know what I could do with $30,000?
That's right, bro. Now? That's crazy, man.
Like, I'd be a famous rapper right now if I had $30,000.
Seriously, dude. All right. So here's the story. I hosted a family dinner over the weekend. My brother brought my nephews, 4 and 8, over as well. I used to wear my engagement ring all the time, but lately I kept it in my walk-in closet and mainly wear it for special occasions.
Okay.
While I was cleaning up the dinner table, my nephews went to go play while the adults were still in the outdoor patio kitchen area. My brother was not supervising his kids. Oh shit, this is about to go bad.
Yeah, it's about to get real bad.
During this time, my nephews went into the master bedroom without anyone knowing and started playing with everything, including my engagement ring. Oh
man.
When we came to look for them, they panicked because they know they aren't supposed to be upstairs. Then they ran into the master bathroom and flushed my ring. Oh my god, this is the first time I'm hearing this. Oh my god, okay, we called a plumber in case it was somehow in the U-trap of the toilet and not actually gone. But nope, unfortunately it was gone for good. We still had the original receipt, so I called my brother. I emailed him a scanned copy as proof of the cost and asked him to reimburse me for the ring my nephew flushed.
Damn, that's why she asked for the 30
Oh
G's.
my god. Immediately he started calling me an asshole because we were family and he was just a child, like his kid.
Yeah.
He has refused to repay the cost of my ring. I told him I will be taking him to court for this, and now my entire family is blowing up my phone saying families shouldn't sue each other and just let it go. And there's 4 edits. So
30 bands? Yo,
30
I'm sorry, bro.
bands.
We going to court if you not finna reimburse me. Like, ain't nobody say it had to be exactly right now.
Yeah.
Like, it could be over time because who the hell just has $30,000 to hand someone? But you shouldn't tell them, well, I'm not gonna pay it because we're family. Nigga, what the fuck does that mean? Sometimes blood really don't be thicker than water, for real, if we being honest.
Dude, exactly. Like,
man.
Like, okay, so my opinion on it is you need to watch your damn kids, right? What pissed me off the most is parents who just leave their children unattended. It's like, watch your damn kids. You got a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old. Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, like, it doesn't have to be an immediate, deposit of $30K, right? You don't have to write a check and give it to me, but we need to make some sort of monthly installments or some shit. I would be going to court.
Oh yeah, and for the lady here, you are not the
asshole,
bro.
No,
at all. Nowhere
I'm with her,
near.
bro. If she needs,
bro, what?
Bro, I would come to court with her and testify,
That's what I'm
bro.
saying,
like,
bro. Like, I'm listening head first, bro. It feels like I'm there. Like, you know how pissed I would be
I'd be so mad
if I was a part of your family, and
God.
to hear the rest of the family like, what the fuck? Your family doesn't take family to court. I'd be like, man, if y'all don't shut y'all dumbasses up, this kid just took a ring worth $30K, $30,000, bro.
Dude, seriously.
We don't know where her husband is, of course. You feel saying he could be dead, he could be anything. You feel he could be alive. You never know. So one, it's a possibility that ring is the last sentimental thing she has of her husband.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a possibility. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, $30K, yo, man's worked his ass off to pay for that ring.
Yeah.
Like, worked his ass off to pay for that ring, bro. Like, I'm sorry, yo. Like, I'm definitely siding with her.
Same, not the asshole. I would sue as well.
Yeah,
like,
no cap. You're not finna pay me at least over time. Like, we could make a fucking thing. Like, we could make a constant thing. Like, hey, $200 every month. Like, what the fuck is that?
Exactly,
man,
dude.
What?
Let's get into these edits real quick.
Man, what, bro?
So, edit number 1. No, the ring was not insured. I found out the day after my nephew flushed it. My husband says he forgot and in the end never actually insured it. Oh my god, why wouldn't the husband insure the damn ring?
I'm sorry, bro. $30,000, there's no way I'm not getting insurance on that,
Yeah,
bro.
like, what are you thinking, dude? Edit number 2. My brother says he does not have the money to repay even $100 per month and has refused any kind of repayment plan. He said I live in a nice enough house and if I want a replacement, I should just sell my car.
This nigga on some shit, bro.
Dude, no way.
I need what he's smoking, cause dude is on a trip, yo. Like, what?
Oh my god.
You could sell your car because you live in a nice enough house.
Yeah. It's like if you want another ring, just
to get your ring.
Like what the fuck? Edit number 3. My brother to this day has not truly apologized. It was a Canadian. Sorry, not sorry. He said kids will do what is normal for kids and they shouldn't be held responsible for a ring. They were supposed to supervise their kids outdoors with the rest of the family while I was busy cleaning up. And edit number 4 says, I don't believe for a second my brother and his wife cannot pay for the cost of my engagement ring. They don't make anything near my husband, but they have a combined income of $250K.
Yo!
They can afford a damn ring.
Yo.
They can afford, oh my god.
They trying to get off.
For real. It's like, if you've been making $250K a year and you can't, like, what? Like, at this point, dude, like, you might have to use your fucking emergency fund to pay for that ring, but you should have supervised your kids.
That's wicked, Joe. That's wicked.
Exactly, and there's more. So she says, they don't pay rent or anything because my parents gifted them their old house valued at $3.5 million in Toronto. Back when I bought my parents a new home years ago. There is no mortgage on the home my brother lives in. The only thing my brother and his wife would have to pay for is the cost of raising their children, normal bills, and food. I feel so distraught because my ring holds great sentimental value. I've already been speaking with my husband's family lawyer, but at this point, I'm ready to hire a PI to find out if they really, personal investigator, to find out if they really don't have the money.
Yo, she's about to go in on them, yo. But I mean, hey.
I would be doing the same shit.
To be honest, first off, we're gonna talk about the person who's in this problem.
Yeah.
She's doing really well for herself.
Yes.
Because her parents' house was already valued at $3.5 million.
Exactly.
Which was gifted to these weird ass motherfuckers.
That's right.
But she bought her parents a new house, which means that they felt more comfortable in the newer house than the house they paid $3.5 million. Well, they probably didn't pay that. It's valued at that now because of them building their property value. But that's wicked. Like,
that is insane, dude.
No wonder why he paid $30K for a ring. Dude is sitting well. They're sitting well, but at the same time, it's like, bro, you gonna pay for my ring? Y'all make decent amount, bro. Y'all are mid class, bro. Y'all are sitting pretty nice.
Exactly. It's just
y'all get to see meals.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I would do with $10,000 right now?
Yeah, for real. It's just like, it's like, sure, the engaged lady can afford to pay for the ring, but that's not the point.
My girl works at a school.
Yeah.
Do you want one of the little school juices from back in the day?
Yes,
they fruit punch flavor, bro.
Hell yeah, man.
Them joints go crazy, bro.
Bro, I need some fruit punch after this shit.
No cap, bro. People don't
dude.
even remember these.
Dude, these are the real, bro. These are.
Yeah, people don't even remember these, bro.
Oh my god, bro, it's been a long ass time.
What y'all know about these, bro? What y'all know about these?
That's crazy, man. Let me show the camera a close up of this. I don't think that they know what we're talking about.
Man,
guys.
what?
Check
These
this
the
shit
OGs,
out.
bro.
Check this shit out.
If you went to public school, you should know what this is, man. Elementary public school, you should know exactly what this is.
So this next one is a little different. It is not. It is not a thing that you read. It's from a show called 90 Day Fiance.
Oh.
It's a 2-minute and 30-second snippet. I want us to watch it real quick.
Okay,
we'll talk about it, and then I'll insert it in the video here. So essentially, there's this guy from America. His name is Gino. He goes to Colombia, wherever his girlfriend's from, and he talks about how he wants a prenup. Oh. Now, this girl is insane. I don't know if you've seen the show, but she is crazy, right? And she goes absolutely fucking berserk. So, over this damn prenup. So let's watch the video and give our opinion. So it's like 2 minutes. So essentially, he already proposed the prenup idea. So here's the follow-up.
Why I proposed a prenup. She's always screaming and yelling and can't have a normal conversation. And I can't talk to her, and that's a problem. Yes, I love her, but I've had fears about her temper since I've met her. Well, actually more, since I met her in person.
Are you talking about me? Pack up your things. Get out of here. Get out of here, Jimmy.
You know, if you truly love me, you would listen to my proposal. You didn't even give me
Okay, what is the proposal?
My proposal. And I even write protection for Jasmine. That's the headline. If I was the person that initiates a divorce, you would be giving the highest amount of financial protection. Do you understand that? Now I'm trying to explain to you.
This means that if I initiate divorce, I'm gonna get the very small amount. That means that I'm stuck with you. If you cheat on me, I have to accept it. I cannot get divorced.
No. It says except for cheating.
I don't want this.
Don't rip that up.
I want this.
You know what? I took a picture of it anyway.
So I would really appreciate if you just take your things and get out of my house.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Because you're a idiot.
Really?
Like, all my demons come out because of you.
You cannot
to
even
see
communicate.
the kind of relationship that I have with my exes.
Yell.
I get along even with my exes better than I do with you. They are better
You
people.
just yell, don't you? That's all you know how to do.
Even like, I feel more attracted to my ex even than to you.
Yeah.
And he's better looking than you. And he has even more money than you.
Yeah,
and he's young and he doesn't have sex problems like you do.
Exactly.
Damn.
That's right. So I'm gonna put that in the video so they can see it. So
Yo.
that is all after he requested a prenup before marriage.
Yo, she's psychotic.
Yeah, and this
talking about, what is the word that they say on 2 Hot Takes all the time? Oh God, Lee, I can't think of the word right now. Go watch 2 Hot Takes. They'll show you what the word I'm talking about. But she's off her rocker, bro. That girl, there's something wrong in there. Because he asked for a prenup. She just started dogging that man.
Seriously, like, it just leads me to the topic of, like, why do we as a society look at prenups like they're bad?
Probably because usually in prenup situations, it's because the person is using the prenup as bad to keep you there, type deal. That's usually why people do.
Like reliance?
Yeah, it's like. So I'm gonna put it in a scenario that I understand. You feel what I'm saying? So like, say a rich man is dating a girl who he keeps at the house. If he gets her to have a prenup, if she initiates the divorce, she's getting nothing from when she leaves.
True.
And throughout this entire relationship, whether it be 2 years, 7 years, 50 years, you feel what I'm saying? She's not working. He is. He's providing the income. So it's like, when I leave, I'm not allowed to take nothing. Because he paid for everything. All I can take is my belongings.
You know, like, I get that, but then also, I think it's, like, a protection of assets for both people. Like,
Definitely. Like, it can be used in good, but majority of the time you hear prenup is because it's bad.
Right. I mean, you know, and this leads me to a hot take. Like, to be honest, I'm not getting married without a prenup.
Okay.
I'm not, like...
I don't feel like, in the relationship I'm in, I don't feel like I would need a prenup. In either or situation, because we both bring in income. It's not like I'm taking care of her or she's taking care of me. We take care of each other. You feel what I'm saying? So in good relationships, I don't feel as though it's needed. But that all depends on the type of relationships you put yourself in.
Yeah,
that's just my opinion.
I respect that, and I love talking about this. Is like one of my favorite topics to talk about. But like, personally, like, you know, when I get married, I want the other person to also be able to bring in money for themselves and have a good amount of assets for themselves. And I don't think we need to combine. If they have a lot of money, they have investments, they have cars, they have houses, they have properties, and I have the same thing, why do we need to combine shit? We don't need
I definitely get where you're coming from with that. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I can see why you say that.
And I've seen so many horror stories of people who, like, combine accounts, right? Like that's the...
It does go south. Like, it can really go south when you combine accounts, most definitely. But, like... So this is how I would handle it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so when we do get together, you feel what I'm saying, to get married, it's going to be, we have a joint account, and then we have our own 2 separate accounts. You feel what I'm saying? For the money that we need to spend together, then we put that in the joint account. But regardless of that, we should have our own separate money, because I shouldn't have to pull out of our joint account to do something that's specifically for you.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, I wanna, you know, send you out on a spa day, get your nails done, hair done, all of that, blah blah blah. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? That's coming from my personal. That's not coming from the joint. Right. Because then I'm not doing anything.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I would handle it. So I don't feel as though a prenup would be a need for me. Yeah. Honestly, this is a really good topic because we're both sitting on both sides of the fence.
Exactly.
So it's like,
this is good, man. I was talking
definitely.
about this. All right, guys. So my camera died, so we're switching to
the Logitech.
Calvin's Logitech right now. So
yes, sir.
then we might go back to the camera. Who fucking knows? So you guys are gonna get every single angle in the book, right? It's a package deal. So we're gonna leave off where we were with the prenup thing.
Oh yeah, prenup.
So,
introductions.
Oh yeah.
This is my girlfriend. This is T. Say hey, babe. Yeah.
And we are dying to get her opinion on the prenup conversation. So I was telling Calvin that I refuse to get married without a prenup. Look at her face. Look at her face.
Yeah, her face
I knew she was gonna hate it. All right. So seriously, I've never ever found a reason as to why we need to combine accounts. If I have assets that I am bringing forward, they have assets they're bringing forward, I think we can have a little joint account where we deposit 10% of our monthly income into it for dates and the gifts for each other. But other than that, if I want to buy some shoes for myself, I don't want their money to be affected as a result of my spending, or vice versa. And plus, I don't trust anyone else with my money other than myself. I have a very strict way as to how I handle my money.
Well, I feel like personally it depends on the relationship. That's what I feel like. Like if y'all were in a relationship like for a year or two before y'all actually got married, then you can really determine, is this the type of person that I would have to put on a prenup, you know? Other than like my relationship, I don't feel like I would need one because we worked so hard, we worked together that we wouldn't have to worry about somebody leaving and wanting to take all the money because we balance it out so much. It's easy, it's simple. But a prenup is kind of harsh to do on somebody.
Nah, you think it's harsh?
Yeah, I feel like if y'all gonna get married, that's y'all marrying to be together. I feel like y'all still got like some type of wall up when you do a prenup.
Yeah, definitely. So my question is, are you looking for it or are you waiting for it to come to you?
Good question. At the moment, I am a little bit of both. I don't want to look for it until like if I'm like 23 or some shit and I'm like, all right, I've been waiting forever, then that's when, you know, I might get on the dating apps, might do this, might do matchmaking, right? But for now, I truly believe that what you put out, you get back. So if I'm putting out my best intention saying, all right, universe, God, whatever, I'm ready, and I pray about it and I really believe it, they will come. Because I have friends.
That's
I have
good
best friends.
stating it on both standpoints too. That's universe and God, most def, because like, the controversy of the world right now, so many people don't believe in God. And it's wild to me. Like the world has been proving itself wrong constantly. Like, and you can say what you want. Yeah, the Bible's been doctored, it's been talked about, but they had to get that information from somewhere. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, they watered it down to fit their standards so they could keep people down. That's understandable. We understand that. But where did they get that information from? There's some truth to the stuff. You just got to read in between the lines.
Gotcha. And I will piggyback off of that in a minute. But, you know, I will say, you know, I've met friends. Like, for example, you. Was I ever going out and looking for a Calvin? I was never looking for a Calvin. I met you in the most interesting way possible. Now look at us. I've met some of my best friends. One of my best friends, I added a bunch of random people on Snapchat. I added him, and he's like, who the fuck are you? And I introduced myself on Snap. Turns out we lived in the same city. We had some of the same friends.
Yeah, and didn't even know.
And now we're hanging out.
World, man.
And the same shit can happen with relationships, because I feel like when you put yourself
with me and her, like we met working at fucking UPS.
Yeah.
Like I walked in, I'm like, I looked, she was my bagger at the time, and I'm like, I looked, I'm like, okay, went back to bagging, finished my slide, went over, I was like, you got a boyfriend? She like, no. I'm like, oh damn, somebody stupid.
That's
boom. Literally after that day, we've never been apart.
See, yeah, that's fucking awesome. And it's like, I think when you put yourself in a point of desperation, that's when you just operate in that desperate area. If you put gratitude out and say, all right, I'm ready, I'm attracting my dream partner, your dream partner will come to you. And plus, at this fucking age, I'm 19 years old. At this age, you don't need to be out begging for someone to fucking love you. You need to get your education first, get your job first, get your finances, find that confidence, get and yourself straight.
Yourself.
Yes, if you are looking for a relationship because you feel incomplete, you need therapy, not a relationship. So you need to get all of your shit in a line, and once you are working towards all your shit, then if you want to go out and look or whatever, fine. But you know, I don't believe in I've never looked for any of my friends. I've come across all of my best friendships organically, and I believe that's the best way to find a relationship, at least for myself. Yeah,
organically is definitely the standpoint that it's the most human possible. It's the most human way possible to do things, because back in the day there was no technology. You didn't meet people by texting someone. You didn't meet someone by hitting them up on they hit your line. You met people by walking outside and meeting someone, or randomly bumping into people. Somebody sent a letter to your house by accident. Like that's literally how it used to be back in the day, man. It was where there was none of this. So
met them at the tavern. Right back in medieval
that's
times.
what I'm saying. Like, man, organically, that's the best way to live. To be honest, organically, like I've definitely taken a strong standpoint in not participating in all social medias, like, because you really do get sucked in, and you'll be there all day without even knowing. Like,
I tell people, don't even fuck with the dating apps, especially not at a young age, man. Like, all those stupid ass dating apps. Like, if you want to do it, like, I'd say find a fucking matchmaker. But anyways, I don't know.
Man, we really went down a rabbit hole here, didn't we, with this one?
We did. And the thing is also, let me say, for all of you single people out there is nothing wrong with being single. I'm so fucking sick of society saying, oh my God, if you're single, you need to find a relationship. No, you don't. Like, you don't. And if you don't want to have a relationship, that's fine. Who gives a fuck? I think
happy, bro.
That's right. What matters is you're happy and you take care of yourself and you're a nice fucking human being, right? And if you find someone who can match that, a lifetime partner, that's awesome. If not, focus on cultivating friendships, man. At this age, 19, search for finding the best friends you can possibly find, the people who are going to ride with you 100%. And then stumble upon a nice girl or a nice guy, go for it. I don't care. But right now, I think just 19-year-olds, man, 16, 17-year-olds, we got to get our priorities straight, right? I think we're focused on the wrong shit.
Yeah, definitely.
And you start going out to eat and shit like that. Who's paying for the damn food, right? The guy or the girl, or how is that determined?
Me personally, I don't feel like the guy always has to pay for the food, because there could be times if like he had a short week, check was short. He already paid all the bills, so you're expecting him to spend his very last on y'all to eat dinner when you have a whole check you haven't even touched yet. So I feel like every time there will be times that he won't be able to pay for the meal, and that's okay, and I'll be okay with paying for the meal. Now, majority of the time, he does prefer to pay for the meals, and I mean, I allow him to do that, but I still understand that this is not an all the time thing. It's not something, I'm not used to him paying for the meal every time. Like, I can pay for the meal sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Calvin, what's your take?
So my take on this would be to piggyback off of everything she said. One, females, get out of the habit feeling like a dude has to pay for every single thing.
Facts.
Because he doesn't.
Facts.
Okay, like I pay for a lot of things when it comes to her, but that's just off of me because I like to spoil her. You feel what I'm saying? Because I've never been a spoiler type dude. You can ask my exes. I barely bought them anything.
And you're not obligated to. I think that's the thing is, like, we think that the guys are so... The girls are going to fucking kill me in the comments, but I'm so tired of, like, on TikTok, I've seen debates where women are like, men should be the providers. Debate me. I don't agree with that. I don't think men have to be providers. I don't think the woman has to be a provider. I don't even, right? I think provider means so many different things.
Yeah, there's a lot of meanings to that word.
I'm so sick of hearing people tell their daughters, find a nice guy who can support you. It's like, How about you teach your daughter to support her fucking self and not be a fucking leech, right? Because one thing that my parents never told me, find someone who can support me. They told me, here's how you handle your money. Here's what you do to secure for your future. And then if you find someone who's also secure, you guys can, do whatever you need to do. But I'm never going to teach my future daughter to find a guy or find whoever to support herself. Like, no, she's going to be supporting herself on her fucking own, right? I'm so tired of this women need to be taken care of narrative. It just creates weak women.
Yeah.
That's why we have so many unconfident women, right? Because we teach them to rely on men for every goddamn thing.
Yeah. So here we are with Reddit story number 2. Am I the asshole is the trend we're sitting on. So we got, am I the asshole for refusing to work for my sister-in-law's husband after he drastically underpaid me? Drastically is a rough word.
Big word.
So that means like the job was like, if the job was $100, he got paid $20.
Crazy.
Like, that's drastic. So let's see. They hired me to pressure wash their driveway and do some wiring in their basement. We agreed I would work for $20 an hour. My wife is pregnant and I'm currently unemployed, so I was happy to have the opportunity to work. Come the end of the week, I worked a total of 31 hours. Hold on, we got to do some calculations because yeah, so 31 hours times $20. That's $620.
That's what he was supposed to make.
So he worked a total of 31 hours and was expecting to earn at least $600, maybe slightly less. Instead, I get a lengthy message from my sister-in-law that decided to only pay me $400 because I'm a smoker. So they took it upon themselves to subtract smoke breaks.
Bro.
That would amount to hours upon hours of smoking. The basement is not finished, but my wife and I agreed in order to save ourselves from future situations like this, I shouldn't do more jobs for them. Am I the asshole?
No.
What?
No.
You took off $200 for smoke breaks?
How many smoke breaks are they taking then?
Like, seriously?
Bro, that's
30 a day?
That's 2 hours of smoke breaks that they took off. 2 hours.
No one's smoking for 2 hours
of smoke breaks over a week. You telling me
he's probably going in at 8, getting done about 4 or 5. Like, so he doesn't have all that time to smoke.
Yo, do you know how hot I would be? Like,
that's just insane. Like, I think just give them one big, like, over their lunch, just let that be their free time and just don't allow smoke breaks, and then we won't have this issue.
Yeah.
Like, at my job, I can't just go out every 5 minutes for smoke breaks. Like, that's just not allowed. I just don't do that.
Right.
And there we go, problem solved. So no, I don't think you're the asshole, man. I think they're the asshole.
So we got a lot of comments. Top comment with 1.2k upvotes. They're free to find out how many breaks a stranger would take at $35 to $50 an hour. Not the asshole.
Yeah, no way.
Not the asshole for not wanting to do future jobs. That's your choice, especially if the pay structure doesn't suit you.
Right.
Not the asshole. Check your local news. Some places have paid breaks and they don't deduct them. Also, write up a detailed invoice. Said don't work for them anymore.
Yeah, no, seriously,
Simply put,
don't,
bro, fuck that basement.
Yeah,
they want that basement fixed. Pay for it with a real contractor. Then
that's right.
Like, he tried to do them a favor, and the fact that he was out of work, they took advantage of that. You could definitely tell.
Yeah.
Like, bona fide assholes. Both of them. They both need to kick rocks on me.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah, I think just don't work for them anymore.
At all, bro.
That's stupid. And I think you could even take the shit to court at this point.
He really could if he wanted to.
That's a lot of money to take out.
Because then you literally would have to go in there and explain to the judge how many smoke breaks he took that maps up with how much you took off his check that he was supposed to get.
Facts.
You're not winning that because I'm pretty sure you didn't clock every time he smoked. You just didn't like the fact that he smoked.
Yeah.
So you decided I'm gonna just take $200 off of what he's owed.
Yeah, that's literally it.
Am I the asshole because I thought we were family, quotations, and not people with inconveniences?
Jesus.
It's Hurricane Lee, our governor, news media, etc., has been warning our state for the past week. I am taking care of my special needs grandson who is nonverbal. During the transition of having my grandson live with me, I had to install the internet. He needs his tablet. My grandson's parents are out of the picture, and he is going through a difficult transition. Whenever I have lost my power, my DIL, I don't know what that is, he has always told me that I have an open invitation, quotation, to their house. Plus, they have a generator. Come over. Even if I had power, come over anytime. I'm welcome anytime. Remember, I have no power, no internet connection, and no Wi-Fi. I packed an overnight bag for my autistic grandson along with food that he likes to eat. I don't know how long we will be without power. Oh, dad-in-law, DIL.
Yeah.
My fault. I show up. Dad-in-law is quiet. She tells me that no, that's
daughter-in-law.
not daughter-in-law. There we go. She tells me that my 40-year-old son has to take their 2 younger sons out so she can have alone time. I apologized that we messed up her time. I asked her if she had everything running on the generator, and she said no. After her movie, she does a few things and hides in her bedroom. The first time that she met her nephew, no interest on her part to even get to know him. My son called me while I was at their house and said today was my daughter-in-law's alone time and said I shouldn't just show up without calling. I told him I had no power, no Wi-Fi. He hung up on me after I told him, oh shit, I thought I had an open invitation. He tells me to text that McDonald's has Wi-Fi, and by the time he comes home, he is shutting off his power to his house, so no Wi-Fi for his nephew. He has his 2 other sons sneak upstairs and not talk to me while we were sitting in the dark. I used the flashlight on my phone to go upstairs to say goodnight to my grandsons. As I get upstairs, my daughter-in-law tells the boys to be quiet. I told my grandsons goodnight and gave them each a hug and a kiss. I'm told that I'm just rowing my grandsons up. It's 7:30. They kicked us out in the rain with no lights on in the house to see. We were only there for an hour and a half, and my lights came back on by the time at my address. Normally, when we lose power, it's for days. I had texted a friend and asked if she could drive by my residence because my son has lied to me in the past. She said she and her husband offered us to come over in the middle of the night if we lost power. Am I the asshole in thinking that my son and daughter-in-law wouldn't mind for showing up in bad weather when we had no power? No, you are not the asshole.
No.
You have an autistic grandson with you.
Yeah.
And your daughter-in-law offered and your son offered to you, if the power goes out at your place, whether it doesn't go out at your place, you are welcome at our house anytime. That means if I feel like popping up on a Sunday, I can pop up. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I could pop up. That's what that meant. True. And they took that and flipped it on you and acted like fucking assholes, like bona fide.
Yeah, straight up. I think that's so fucked up. Like, you know, like Calvin said, you know, crazy, you can show up anytime, especially if you have no fucking power. No power in the crib, like not an asshole. That means now the grandson who has autism is gonna be irritable because his tablet is what keeps him calm. Come on, bro. All that food and all of that stuff, that's not gonna do nothing for that kid. He's finna be hot. That one gets under my skin a little bit. I ain't even gonna lie. Same, just like under my skin a little bit. It's like help your people out, support your people, not the asshole. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Nah. Am I the asshole for taking money out of my son's allowance? All right. So far, you sound like the asshole already. That's right. Now let's see what the story says. All right. I, 41-year-old female, have 3 sons, so twins who are 12 and a 10-year-old. All of my sons started doing chores around 8 and started getting allowances for their chores at 10. Chores are only mandatory 5 days out of the week. I don't care what time of day they choose to get them done, as long as they are done by the end of the day. I made it clear to my boys that once they started earning money, that they would be getting $10 a day for every day they complete their chores. That's a good amount of money, I feel like.
That's $50 at the end of it.
Yeah,
every week.
That's right.
That's smooth.
Hell yeah. If they failed to do so, then $10 would be deducted.
Ooh.
Okay. It has been that way for 2 years. It has been that way for 2 years for my eldest boys and a couple of months for my youngest. Allowance is always paid out every Wednesday, and I encourage them to save enough to take with them on the weekend to their dads in case they go somewhere fun or see something cool that they might want. But dad might not be okay with spending money on. This system has worked swimmingly for us since it started. The boys have always complied with completing their chores. However, one of my 12-year-olds refused to do his chore out of the week, sweeping downstairs and wiping down surfaces for 3 days. The first 2 days he did so without a problem, but then when his friend asked him to play Fortnite with him, my son asked for 15 minutes to complete his chores before he got onto the PlayStation. His friend asked what chore he had to do, so my son told him in response. My son's friend said, "It's a good thing." Okay, so the son told him of the chore, and then his friend said, "It's a good thing my parents don't make me do girl chores." Oh my God. Whew, that's right. I spoke with my son and explained to him that knowing how to clean was not specific to any gender, that it was a life skill. Good job, Mom. Everyone needed to know. I also told him that I understand that other families function differently. However, in our family, everyone did an equal share. Even after speaking with him the first day he decided to not do his chore, he still chose not to do his chores. So, as we agreed, I took $10 out of his allowance for each day he didn't do it.
That's 30 missing, bro. That's 30 missing.
That's right, which allotted to him only having $20 in his allowance, whereas his brothers had $50. The problem comes where my son was so upset about the lack of money in his allowance that he called his dad about it, very upset. My ex-husband then proceeded to call me and tell me that I'm in the wrong for only giving him $20, and to imagine how it makes him feel that his brothers got more than he did. I explained to him that our other sons actually did their chores for all 5 days, so they were rewarded accordingly, and assured him that if he had decided to start giving the boys an allowance, then he can run allowance however he wanted. But this was ultimately the system I had come up with. Yeah. My husband told me that I am being insensitive and humiliating our son. Am I the asshole?
No.
Absolutely not.
How would you be? That's been a rule. The rule is if you don't do your chores, you don't get money. I don't understand what's going on. Other boys did their chores. They did it for all 5 days. So why would I give them only $20 because you decided to only do $20 worth of your chores? That's not fair to everybody else. They did theirs. Their check come in their name. His check came in his. He only did $20 worth of work. He only got $20. It's simple. I don't feel like she's an asshole for that. And the ex-husband, he's wrong for even commenting. And if it was really that big of a deal, give him $30 so he can have $50. Simple. You wanna be the hero of the situation? Give him the $30.
Exactly.
Don't come talking about me with my rules that I set in my house.
Exactly. Yeah. Just tell the damn husband. All right. If you want to give the kid cash, go ahead and reach out of your pocket, and give him the money. And I think the mom is fucking incredible, right? I think she's teaching her kids accountability, teaching them hard work, and teaching them that if you don't do the work, you're not just gonna get money handed to you, right? Yeah. You have to work in order to get it. And you don't do the chores, you don't get paid. It's really, a 1 + 1 = 2 type situation. Exactly. So I don't think we need to overcomplicate this. No, you're not the asshole. Let the son throw a hissy fit. Now he'll know to do his chores. And if he decides he only wants to do $20 worth of work in the future, then he'll only make $20. I think I like this system. I think the mom is awesome.
Definitely a good system. And the fact that this is I see if it was like a brand new thing, you feel what I'm saying, or something like that. But this was one of the older kids that's 12. That means he had 2 years of doing this already. So because your friend decided to tell you, hey, you're doing a girl chore, you're like, oh, well, I'm not gonna do it, bro. What? As boy chores usually are more strenuous. But
Yeah.
We're cognizant up here. You know what? We was in there washing my grandma's walls for free. Man, what? You didn't do chores? You was getting your ass whooped. Want no damn compensation? You didn't get paid around here. You get your ass whooped. You don't do what I say.
Yeah.
That's what the world is missing now. You can't beat kids without being called a child abuser. No. My grandma whooped my ass when I was younger. My mom whooped my ass when I was younger. My uncles and my aunt, they whooped my ass when I was bad. That's what the world is missing. Everybody need a good ass whooping. Get you a belt. Whole lot of ass whooping. That's what we need.
Said everybody needs to get ass whooping, right?
A whole lot of ass.
I disagree with you.
For real?
I think spanking is child abuse.
Oh wow, this is perfect.
That's right.
I love that you're sitting on the other side.
Me
Okay.
too, man.
So you gotta elaborate then. So why do you feel as though it's child abuse to discipline?
Sure. Okay. Well, not just discipline, but just spanking,
Yeah,
right?
just spanking. Yeah, my fault.
Sure. Yeah. I think giving your kids any sort of pain as a result of their wrongdoing is child abuse. I mean, you are physically, hurting a child. It's child abuse. I was spanked as a kid. Didn't teach me shit. I kept doing exactly what I was doing. It made me resent my dad.
Shit. Okay.
It made me resent my dad. I will never ever even dare to put my hands on my fucking kids. And if I ever do, I think someone should take them away from me. I don't believe in it. I think it teaches anger. It teaches violence. It teaches if I don't get my way, I will physically make you do what I want. I would much rather just take away privileges. If my kid does something bad, right, to punish them, they're going to be outside in 90-degree heat doing manual labor for 8 hours a day. They're not going to be getting spanked and shit.
Yeah, okay.
So,
I
yeah.
definitely get where you're coming from with that aspect, because I had that aspect of discipline as well. I was grounded a lot when I got older. You feel what I'm saying? When I got older, spanking stopped. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And when I say ass whooping, I don't mean like how I did get beat when I was younger. When I say ass whooping, I mean like when I was like 8, 9. You feel what I'm saying? You catch like a good 3-4 lashes of the belt. Boom. Ass whooping done. And you actually
So you're using the belt?
Huh? Yeah. I used to get what. I mean, only time I got hit with a hand is if it was like a quick pat. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm doing something I know I'm not supposed to be doing. Pat, nigga, sit down. You feel me? Like something like that. I never got beat with hand. The only time I really got beat is when I was acting up in school. That's honestly the only time I got beat. Like I'm like blatantly disrespecting a teacher, because I had a lot of problems with male figures because I didn't have a father. So you feel me? Like I was real bad with men trying to discipline me, because I'm like, bitch, you ain't my daddy. Who do you think you are? You feel me? Like always. So yeah, that's mainly the reason I used to get beat. But like in some situations, I feel as though it's appropriate. Like say you're in the kitchen. Your kid's in the kitchen with you. You're cooking on the stove, and your kid is getting ready to reach for the fire. The first time you tell your kid, "That's hot. Fire hot. That's bad. It's gonna burn you." They come back and do it again. "That's bad. Fire hot. It's gonna burn you." Third time they come in and do it again, because kids are not gonna listen to just words, because they have to realize the danger themselves. So instead of letting them burn themselves, you instill the danger by giving them the pop on their hand. You feel what I'm saying?
I think a hand pop is okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just against the belt and hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about like a whooping.
Yes,
Okay, so
that's
yeah,
what it
like
means, yeah.
For whoopings, it depends, yo. It's a very touchy subject.
Yeah.
I feel like it's based off the child.
Yeah, and it's also based off of how you're raised. Because like if you're raised in that type of household where everybody's getting their ass whooped, you're not gonna think twice about getting your ass whooped and be like, oh, it's child abuse. You feel what I'm saying? Because everybody got their ass whooped in my house. The only child that did not get whooped was my little sister, and that's because all you had to do was yell at that girl. You raise your voice even the slightest, she's bawling, like dead serious. So serious. But everybody else, it was like, oh, you gonna yell at me? Okay, we're a loud family. It feels like you're talking. You feel me? Like, my family was loud without trying. You feel me? When family meetings, family gatherings, like, it is the loudest place ever. And everybody, like, if somebody's walking by, they're gonna clear out, we're arguing. Everybody's having a good time. You had no idea. You feel me? Like, we're just loud. So yelling doesn't do anything. So I guess because yelling doesn't do anything, like, it doesn't do anything, it makes you rebel even more, because why are you yelling at me? Whoopings was like, all right, let me go check my ass up. You feel me? Before punishment came, because like, punishment is the ultimate. I will say punishment is the ultimate. You got your ass whooped before you went on punishment, because a lot of kids would rather, well, at least from my perspective, I'd rather a whooping than punishment any day.
I got a whooping and punishment.
Yeah, me as well. Like, when 6th grade, I told my teacher I was gonna shoot him in his face. I came back the next day with that water gun, spray painted black, and I shot him in his face, like I said I was gonna do. I got expelled.
That's crazy.
I got expelled for the threat. My mom whooped my ass. Okay, so backstory on that real quick, rabbit hole. It was a racist teacher. We had a lot of issues throughout that entire year. That last day, we got into it real bad. He said he was going to beat my ass. I told him, there's no way you could. I'm going to come back tomorrow and I'm going to shoot you. Because he went outside and lied to my mom on the phone telling her I was doing things, which is what ensued the entire situation. He went outside, lied to my mom, told her I was in there flipping desks, throwing pencils, all types of shit. She told me I was getting my ass whooped when I get home. I said, you going to whoop me for no reason? You going to believe this white racist man over here? I'm going to give you a reason to whoop me when I get to the house. I hung up the phone on my mama. That's how the situation played out. You feel what I'm saying? Because I won't finna go home and get a whooping for no reason. You got me fucked up. I'm finna give you a reason. Right. When I went home that night, she didn't beat me. That's why I definitely came back with the gun spray painted black. I got beat for getting expelled because of a threat. That's exactly what I got expelled for. That's what I got my ass whooped for. And that's also what I was on punishment for a year for. No cap. Punishment or a year. And my punishment was grueling. There is no such thing as punishment like I got punishment. I was in prison when I was on punishment. You sit in a corner. If you fall asleep in that corner, they will wake you up. There is no sleeping. There's no playing. There's no twiddling your thumbs. That little thing on the floor. There's no playing with that. You sitting in that corner. You looking at that wall. That's it. All day, every day. And then when I didn't want to do that, you go in the living room and you watch news with mama. And when you finish watching the news, get ready, because you got a 3-page report coming on everything that you just watched. Because mama sitting there and she remembers everything, so she's going to grade your paper. Oh yeah, punishment was horrible. Only time you're allowed to get up is if you got to use the bathroom, and you can't use it too many times back to back. So if you got to pee and you know your stomach hurt a little bit, go ahead and sit on that toilet for a little longer, because you better go ahead and try and poop and pee at the same time, because if you peed and then you gotta poop later, you're gonna have to hold it.
So do you think that actually like taught you anything?
Yeah, no cap. So like, it showed. Honestly, if I could go back in those situations, I would go back again. And the reason why is because it instilled who I am now. You feel what I'm saying? It made me who I am. I love myself. It took a while for me to, but I do love myself. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's been a long ride through everything, but everything that I've went through made me who I am, most definitely. Like, all of the traumatic things I've been through as a kid, all of the traumatic things I've been through as a teen, all of the traumatic things I've been through as an adult now. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's been a long run, but I feel like I'm more of a man now than I've ever been ever. You feel what I'm saying? Of course, you feel like you're a man when you hit 18 as a man. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you're like, oh yeah, I'm a young man. Yeah. Fuck you talking about. 21, I definitely feel like I'm a young man. Oh yeah. I'm 23 years old and I still have so much shit to go. Like, I haven't even scratched the fucking surface, but I feel like I'm starting to understand way more than what I would have, where I would be if I didn't have the childhood and instillment that I have now.
Gotcha. So did it make you like resent your parents in any way?
Whoopings, no, it didn't make me resent my mom at all. Cause like I said, I didn't have a dad there, so maybe it would be different if I had both of them there, and both of them beating me for being bad or something. But the fact that I only had my mom, me and my mom, literally, she would beat us, and then we would be laughing right after the whooping. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of relationship I had with my mom. Like, for a majority of the time. You feel what I'm saying? Like, of course, once I got older, you start smelling yourself as a young man, as anybody. You feel what I'm saying? You get into it with your parents because now you feel like you can go out and do it by yourself. You feel what I'm saying? It's just that time for you to move along. That's the only really bad part of me and my mom's relationship. It was we're bumping heads because it's time for me to spread my wings. But no, I don't feel as though I had any issues, real problems with any sort of discipline that I got, because all of my discipline was deserved. I was bad, bro. I was fucking horrible. A menace, bro. Like, that's why I feel as though my whoopings were just, because I was horrible, bro. Like, I'm out here breaking people's jaws and shit, like, for fun. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I deserve to get my ass. Like, I'm at school, we're fighting, you feel what I'm saying? Like, of course, a normal fight is okay, but you're not supposed to be breaking nobody's jaw at 14 years old. Like, you shouldn't be breaking jaws, bro. So, like, I was like, nah.
Breaking pencils.
That's what I'm saying. Like, in the second grade, I'm throwing pencils in my teacher's arms and shit, cutting phone lines and jumping on tables. I was a fucking menace, a kindergarten all the way up to 7th grade. And then that's when I stopped being super bad in school, because I was in private school. You can't do that shit there.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when I hear, like, discipline, I think, my kid doing something not to that extent, but like either like just being rude at school, being disrespectful, as in like maybe like calling the teacher a bitch or something, or like calling other students a bitch. Yeah.
Getting your ass whooped. Yeah.
I wouldn't even whoop my kid's ass or call the teacher a bitch. I mean, I would punish them, but I'm not gonna beat their ass.
Yeah, I'd have got my ass whooped. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But as stated, the world is not the same. The views that the parents look at can't be the same anymore because of how the world has evolved. You feel what I'm saying? We're past the point of having to whoop our kids. Of course, when my kid gets here, they may receive some, but they're not going to receive OD ass whoopings as many as I got, because I did get beat for a lot of situations that were not as deep. I feel as though, you feel what I'm saying? Like, okay.
I feel like it's critical to, like, I feel like disciplining as in whoopings to some extent is respectable, is okay. But I feel like it becomes an issue when now you're whooping and spanking and disciplining strictly out of anger.
Yeah.
That's when it becomes a problem.
When the parent is disciplining you out of anger, that's when it's an issue.
Big problem.
Yeah,
for sure.
Because that's not something you need to do. That's not a style you need to inhabit.
Then it doesn't become discipline anymore. It becomes you retaliating from them. Like you're putting your anger onto them now. You're not disciplining them for what they did. You're just so upset that now you're taking your anger out on the child, but you're saying you're giving them a whooping to discipline them, but you're really just trying to relieve yourself of how angry you are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Definitely.
The girl is 35, the husband is 31. So my husband's love for video games has been an issue for years. But recently, with our new baby, who is 7 months old, it's been a bigger problem. He will game after our baby is down for the night around 9 p.m. until midnight, sometimes 2 a.m.
That sounds like me.
Yeah.
That's when I do my gaming, because she's asleep.
Exactly. Yeah, and you don't have a kid, so
Yeah, I do. That annoying
you got Max over there. Yeah. Early in the morning, before baby and I wake up, he will get on again, 5 or 6 a.m. until 8 to 9 a.m. During the day, if baby is napping or I'm nursing, he will game. He views this as free time to do whatever he wants instead of helping out around the house. If we have plans to leave the house, he will get himself ready and game while I finish getting myself and baby ready. He wants me to voice when I'm upset about something instead of keeping it inside, yet when I calmly mention something is bothering me, it leads to a big fight. In the end of the fight, it is my fault because I brought up something that was bothering me. So I'm going to say you're not an asshole. And I don't think your husband's an asshole, but that is a lot of video games when you have a baby and the house needs to be taken care of.
Yeah, definitely. And it doesn't sound like he's working.
Where's his work time?
Yeah.
Is he a streamer? Like, does he do video games as his source of income? Because if so, then that explains why he does so much gaming.
Yeah, that's income, sure.
If you're the person providing the income for the household and he's just always on the game and he's supposed to be the stay-at-home dad, like,
Yeah.
Not okay.
Yeah.
That's not okay. So you are not the asshole.
If you saying 5 in the morning to 9 in the morning,
Yeah.
that's a
crazy.
critical. That's like the crunch of your day. Like,
Yeah.
that's where you
Straight
get
up.
everything started, everything, and then you just saying, I'm just hopping on the game. Like, I don't have a infant that probably did not sleep all night long, that's hungry, needs to be changed, and then if she's the only one working, so she's trying to get that done and still make it out the house in time so she can be at work. So y'all can still have a house over y'all head.
Yeah, I just think it's too much gaming. Like, personally, I barely have time to, like, fucking game during the week.
Yeah.
Like, the only time I get on the game is at, like, 10 at night to 12 in the morning with my friend.
Thank you.
'Cause-
It's the only time I play for real.
Exactly, because me and him, we have this tradition where we've been gaming every single day since, like, freshman year of high school. And for reference for you guys, I'm a sophomore in college. He's a freshman in college. So that's just kind of our tradition. And like I said, that's a quick 2-hour gaming session late at night. Other than that,
What games y'all play?
we play COD, we play, like, Far Cry. No, not Far Cry. No, we play COD, we play Rainbow Six, Minecraft.
Y'all play any Rocket League?
We tried it, but we sucked. So we didn't
I
continue.
can turn y'all into gods.
Bro, but we're gonna need that. So that's literally the only time that I, like, game Monday through Friday, and then, like, Fridays nights, and then Saturdays and Sundays, you know, I can game all I want, you know, if I'm not doing anything. But during the week, you're just, like, the reality of becoming an adult is you are not going to have time to play video games or to do fun shit Monday through Friday. Like, you are not going to,
Yeah,
and there's
cap. 'Cause
no,
A lot of the times, I'll come home from work. I'm so fucking tired. By the time I hit my shower, she's coming home from work,
yeah,
and then we're in the bed relaxing. I'm not thinking about the game.
yeah, exactly.
You feel me? Like, and then when I do realize, like, hey, I can't play the game, it's around like 9:30ish.
Yeah,
I get off the game around like 1.
exactly. Like, for me, it's
Time to go to bed. Time to go to bed because I got to get up at 7:40.
fast. It's like the games come after I've done everything that I need to do. After homework, after the gym, after work, after I clean everything. The game is, if I have everything finished and I have a little bit of time, then I can hop on. But if not, there's just some days where I just can't play or I'm too tired. And that's just the reality of it. So you're not an asshole. I think your husband needs to just chill out on the game. And he might only be able to play for a couple hours on the weekend, but he's an adult. That's just that's life.
That's life, bro.
Newsflash.
That's life.
So that's all the topics that I have, right?
Yeah, that's
So
all our
that
topics.
ends the podcast. I want to thank all of you guys so much for watching. Music.
You already know. Once
and-
again, ANARXHY. Somebody stole with the one with the C. My name is Anarxhy. Because when I step on the beat, it's chaos. Make the crowd go crazy.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to check out some other videos if you haven't already. And consider subscribing to show your support for the channel. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed.
Yes, sir.
And if we have another
Ooh.
podcast, you down for another podcast?
Oh, yeah, you already know.
You know,
We can round two.
that's right. So we'll talk to you guys again with another podcast sometime soon.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Peace out, y'all.
Peace.
Big deuces.